It's not like the stock is going to tank after something has successfully been released. That is not the case with crypto. What is going on, crypto peeps? Welcome back to the Traveling Crypto. I am back from my trip to Greece. Good to be back at my desk. To be honest, I don't really like doing videos when I'm traveling or when I'm abroad because I'm not in my element. I don't really have access to, all the tools that I feel is necessary for prime analysis. But no, glad to be back. Let us jump right into it. So CoinMarketCap, 219 bill. Again, we keep teetering back and forth. Now, if you are a long-term holder, there really isn't much for you to do in this market except for to buy the dips and sit and wait. Really, the people that are experienced with swing trading or looking to be experienced with swing trading are the ones that are successful in these types of markets, where we keep teetering between 218 billion market cap to 222, 223 billion market cap. We're dealing with a 5 billion plus or minus on the market cap, and you can play those swings as long as you know what you're doing and you are diligent about your support and resistance levels as well as your stop limits, right? So that is an extremely important element in playing the swing trades, is knowing when to get in and get out. Now, I don't like to try to catch falling knives, meaning trying to predict an exact bottom before jumping in. That you will always lose in that effort. And also trying when you FOMO into something just because you see that it is rising. I'll give you an example here. So if you look at NEM, right, this is something that as of yesterday, we saw this pump pretty hard. It rallied from, I guess, the bottom of this rally. It rallied almost, 20% before retracing. And there is a tendency to want to FOMO in this, but if you are a true swing trader, what you want to do is play the breakouts and the retracements. So you have your resistance level here. If it breaks and closes above resistance, you can justify opening a position and taking small profits. And obviously on the retracement, you see that it retraced back down to the resistance. This is called a resistance support flip or a support resistance flip, where previous resistance now becomes support, and you see it bouncing off of this, which also coincides with the around the 0.236 fib level, right? So you want to play these retracements and potentially buy back at the retracement or wait for the breakout before jumping in, as opposed to just blindly jumping into something just because it's rallying. So let us take a look at BTC real quick. This is a very interesting setup because it is adhering to this descending triangle to the T. You see that the highs are not surpassing the resistance of the descending triangle, and this descending triangle emanates from the 1-day chart, right? But this is the 4-hour chart, and you can see that it still holds up true. So we are not there. There is no break above this resistance. Now we are getting near the apex point of this triangle. In the shorter term, we are seeing an ascending wedge that, once we hit the resistance of this triangle, we expect to break down. And an ascending wedge is a bearish pattern as well, just like the descending triangle is. Obviously, the interesting thing is, and I think everyone's waiting for this at this point, is where do we break from here? Do we finally break the 9-month-long support of 5,800, or do we break the resistance of the triangle? Obviously, we could also be trading sideways. We can come out of the apex of this triangle trading in a sideways channel with no real remarkable trend up or down. But I do believe that the downside break is more significant than the upside break. So we could be trading sideways, and theoretically you would break the resistance of this descending triangle. But if we do break 5,800 as this solid support, this straight line support that we see, if we break that, that could have larger implications than, breaking the resistance of this triangle, which if we trade sideways, we'll have to do anyway. As I said before, I'm currently not swing trading BTC because we are nearing the apex of this triangle. The swings between support and resistance are minuscule, and it is not worth the risk, for the potential minimal gains that you'll get by trying to swing trade BTC within, as it nears the apex of this triangle. So I'm staying away currently until we see a justifiable trend before moving in. XRP XRP is interesting because XRP announced, where is that announcement? XRP announced on Twitter that, xRapid is ready for, is commercially available, and that it has signed up 3 vendors that are going to leverage xRapid. Now, it seems like a lackluster way of announcing it, but I get it. I mean, with larger software projects, even not cryptocurrency related, you have what's called a soft launch in order to test the waters and make sure that everything is stable before an official launch. So I don't know if Ripple is counting this as an official launch or if this is a soft launch of some sort, but either way, xRapid is supposedly commercially available. And if you look at the price, it's funny because it seems like that announcement is already baked into the price. We did see this rally here going all the way back to mid-September, and we haven't seen really any effective rally thereafter after that announcement was made. Now, it could be because the market is perceiving it as a soft launch and they don't really know what to make of that launch, or it could be because xRapid hasn't really signed any major deals yet. Those 3 vendors are 3 smaller vendors. But we have also seen this in crypto. Let's not forget, before the EOS mainnet launch, for instance, or TRX mainnet launch, people thought that those events would be significantly price changing, right? But what we saw is actually the decline after those events because, crypto, I think that there's more hopium involved with crypto than actual fundamentals. See, if Apple announces that something is going to be released, for instance, or Google announces something is going to be released and the release is met or it exceeded expectations, you'll see that potentially affected in the stock price. It's not like the stock is going to tank after something has successfully been released. That is not the case with crypto so far. We are in the infancy stages, so maybe that's just a phenomenon that exists now, but eventually in the future, once crypto projects start rolling out and integrating with real life use cases, that dynamic might change, but we have yet to see. Either way, Ripple is currently consolidating sideways ever since this rally here that we saw mid-September. So I do expect it to, at least continue. I don't expect to see a drastic fallout or a drastic downside break, right? A descending rally. I don't expect to see that, but it is rather unremarkable considering everybody was waiting for xRapid for years now. All right, a few trade alerts that we sent out. As I said, we sent out a trade alert at the breakout for NEM. We sent a trade alert at the breakout for Sia Coin. This is, after it formed a cup and handle. If you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description. In terms of news, not much is really going on today, so we will just close out the video here. Again, if you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description. Sign up to the Discord. That is the fastest way to get a hold of me. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Stay safe out there. Peace.